So everybody's been like tweeting at me, being like, "Need to hear your breakdown of this." I'm like, I'm not a long snapping expert. I'm just a high school special teams coach here. Okay, we need a real expert. We need a real professional to come do this on this show. So there's no better guest for this exact moment than the longest tenured bear in the organization's history. Patrick Mannelly is here on the 85.
Let's go.
Live with us. And Pat, we need to hear your breakdown of how you watched all that unfold and what you thought.
Well, let's first off, Scott Daly, sorry to hear about his knee. Fellow Notre Damer, right, Cole?
Yeah, yes, sir.
It's tough to see him go down. I worked with him when he came out of high school and through college. But first, I've got to give you credit, Cole. That's pretty amazing. And I want to know this. I know you asked about how that whole situation came about during the game, but how did you learn how to long snap? Like, how old were you? Like, I was in 8th grade when I figured out it was important. I want to be able to be a good teammate and learn how to do it. Like, when did you first pick it up? Like in high school, like 8th grade, 7th grade?
I started doing it. I think the moment I'm not even kidding. The moment I started playing football, like it was like 4th, 5th grade, I started doing it. I mean, me and my brother would always be messing around in the backyard whenever we were playing baseball, football, basketball, and whether it was like trick shots for basketball or in baseball, like we do all the diving catches in the backyard, like doing all that stuff. And then for football, it was like just trying to long snap the length of the yard. Like that was kind of like the deal with it. And I think we just kind of figured it out. And it was a thing that my dad had done, my uncle had done, and my uncle had done in the league for a little bit. And, you know, we had known, hey, if you want to play in the NFL, like it gives you a chance. And like that was kind of talked to us early. Like, you know, if you want to make a role for yourself on the team, like this can be a separating thing. And so it was something I just kind of learned to do, not because I really wanted to be a long snapper or anything. Right. It was just more so like I thought it was kind of fun to do. Yeah. Like it was more so like just fun to do in the backyard and thing that me and my brother would kind of shoot the shit with at times. And it was fun to do and all that stuff. But I mean, never in my wildest dreams would I ever thought that it would come down to me having to, you know, throw 6 snaps in between my legs in an NFL football game.
Yeah, but pretty well done, man. Like, honestly, well done. If you, Adam, I don't know how you want to set this up. If you want to go through each one and break it down, but it was impressive, man. You just got the natural. Well, I
do have a quick story before we do the breakdown.
Yeah.
So actually, on the plane, I was watching the film, the offensive film. I didn't get to the long snaps yet, and I had somebody tap me on my shoulder, and I'm like kind of locked into the film watching it, and it was George McCaskey, and he was like, "Hey, I don't know if you're on Twitter or anything, or if you saw what Pat Mannelly said about you?" And I was like, "No, I go, George, I'm not on Twitter, but I what did he say?" He's like, I guess he tweeted something like, "Forget about the touchdown. That snap was freaking awesome."
100%.
Yeah, that was good stuff.
Then I broke you down a little later. There was one that got a little high, and I was like, hey, we need to work on that one. But I was just having fun with you. But no, seriously, that was well done, man. Well done. But here's another question, Adam. I'm going to take over the segment here.
Go for it.
For you. All right. You score touchdowns in the NFL. You pancake block. You run routes. You beat guys on one-on-one and stuff like that. And that feels good and all right. But let me ask you this. What did it feel like after that first snap and being able to high-five a kicker and a holder and Cairo and Torrey? That had to be right up there, right?
It was an electric feeling. I'm not going to lie to you. When I turned around and those two gave me the fist pump, I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Like that was, I did get juiced up for it for sure.
The only thing I'm mad at, I watched the tape a few times. I got some breakdown here, and you only gave a fist pump. I wanted to see the swing. Like you snap a ball, you score another point, you need to hit another home run.
That's a good point.
Does. Oh, the home run celebration on a snap. That would be next level.
Yeah.
That would be next level. Maybe I should have done like a cricket swing because we were in England or something. But
good call.
That could have been cool. But yeah, I definitely should have had something more dialed in, especially with Torrey and Cairo. Like we should have had something going. But I mean, that was far from my mind. But I'm just glad nothing catastrophic happened. I mean, I know we're all laughing about it now, but the reality of the situation is if, you know, and thank God I didn't have to go for a punt either. Honestly, like
I was going to ask you about that later on. But
yeah.
How did you take your heartbeat, like your heart rate from scoring the touchdown? Because you truly, it's like a marksman, right? You got to like slow down, like an aiming a gun or whatever. You got to. How did you do? Did you slow down at all?
No, I think that
let's just take the moment and go.
what I was telling Adam is I think that actually helped me out because I wasn't thinking about it as much. So gotcha. I probably would have, if I was more rested, I would have more prone to like fire the snap like even harder than I should have or something like that. So because I know on those field goals, like you don't need to put as much pace as you do for the punts. Like, you know, it has to be more of a touch pass, but it's got to get back there firmly, but not, you know, not like crazy fastball or whatever.
It's got to be a catchable ball, as we call it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, so I think it actually benefited me from being out there and scoring the touchdown, doing the celebration, then going right to the snap. So I think that actually helped the whole deal out.
Well, we can't use video on the show, unfortunately. I'd love to. I guess Pat and I will just have to keep texting the videos back and forth to each other on the side. We do have the screenshots though of the locations of these snaps.
Oh God.
Yeah, we are ready to go here.
Hey, all right. Is this snap number 1?
They're going to be in order, Pat. So yeah, this is number 1.
Catchable. That's all that matters. Your first snap in the NFL, catchable. Dude, you're wearing gloves.
Isn't that wild?
You just scored an awesome touchdown. Here's what's most amazing thing. You had laces on that one. Do you have any idea you had that?
No, I actually, when I do my practice snaps on Thursday, like the 2 or 3 that I do right after practice, Tori's always like, dude, you actually have the when you do it, the laces show up right. I go, I have no idea how that happens, but I'm glad to hear it. He's like, no,
athlete.
It's like
it's being an athlete, being a long snapper. All long snappers are athletes. Yeah.
Tori's like, I'm actually pretty impressed by you because like I don't know how you know how to do that so well, but I'm like, yeah, that's just naturally how it comes out.
Pat, the first couple, the laces were literally
that's
perfect.
What I got here. I got 1, 2, 3 nice laces. Nailed them all.
I love that. I'll tell you what happened.
That's the first thing. Honestly, that's the first thing I watched, Cole. I was like, "Where's the dude? He just nailed the laces."
As we keep going, I'll tell you what happened after. I think it was after the third one where my hand, I banged up my hand a little bit. So that didn't
I got a question about that because I saw something on tape. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So here's snap 2, and then we could probably go right to snap 3 after that. Go ahead.
That's a lie.
High but catchable. Look at the laces. You can see the laces in Tori's fingers. All he has to do is put it straight down. So Cairo's comfortable. So all he sees is the high ball, but he knows it's going straight down. He's going to be able to kick it and be on time.
Yeah,
I love it.
That's my breakdown. Yeah.
So we're through. Yeah, so we're through 2 and 3 there. Then maybe you should set this up now, Cole. So you're saying something happened with your hand in the game.
Yeah, I don't know if it was. Maybe I'm giving myself more grace. I think it actually might have been after the 4th one. I don't have an excuse for this 4th one. I think it was afterwards. But on a block, I got my hand sandwiched in between 2 helmets, and my hand's actually pretty bruised up today from it. But so my left hand was throbbing pretty good. Not we don't need any excuses. You know, it's part of the deal, but. Just a little reasoning as to maybe why some of the other ones weren't as good as the first 3.
Well, that's another reason why we have just a long snapper. Like everybody was texting or tweeting during the thing, like, why can't they do it in positions? I'm like, because a center, they get hit all the time. It's a different snap anyway. Then also you got a banged up hand. So I'm just glad 98 that the position kind of changed for myself. But back to you.
All right, here's number. I think we're on 4 now, right? We got snap 4, which was actually the location's great, and it's a little hard to see in here, but the laces are still they're a little left this time, right, Pat?
It's a quarter turn outside left, yes, but easy, so he can see it. So Tori can see it. So when he catches it, if you're a quarter turn off, he can see it and he turns it easy. I call it DJing it, like DJ doing the whatever, DJing the record. So he DJs it right straight, and he has Cairo has perfect steps right in the kick and makes it easy.
So Tori's got to just make me a little bit right on that one.
You were off a little. I'll be honest with you. You were off a little.
See, this is good stuff though, because people don't realize this in the NFL. Like that's the expectation.
That matters. I would go back to Brad Maynard or Adam Polish, my punters, and be like, my bad. But you don't have a reason to say my bad, whatever. But I'm breaking it down through my lenses, through these 50-year-old eyes that I'm looking through.
I think I said my bad after every single snap because I felt bad if I was fucking up the operation for Cairo or for Tori.
They were good.
All right, number 5 now. Little high.
Here's my breakdown. You got too comfortable. You got confident. Yeah, you just like, it's just only 8 yards. I just got to throw it back there. And you got a little soft on it. and then your palms got high. I don't know if you can see me on the thing here, but instead of like getting your arms through and your thumbs facing forward, I saw your hands, your palms came up a little high. It's just, that's me breaking you down, but you look like you got comfortable. Like, oh, this is easy. This is no problem.
I got complacent with it.
Yeah, you did. You did a little bit.
So good.
That's funny.
And then I don't. What do you think about number 6 here? Because this was the one that got blocked. We move hashes for the first time.
All right, I got to get on you. You're a tight end. You like contact. You got to get Roy Robinson Harrison a little bit. You got to give Karan a little more help. Chicago guys need to lean into the Chicago guy and lean a little right. That's like the next level stuff. All you had to do is worry about the snap. That's right. If I'm Richard Hightower, I'm telling Karan, hey, lean into Cole, man. Just let him take care of the snap. That's the overloaded side. I know I'm getting a little heavy on this, but you got to lean a little afterwards to take care of the A-gap. Here's the thing is, you're never going to have to do that again in your career, so don't worry about it. Well done. You're done one time. You got an A+. As an emergency long snapper, you did well, man.
I appreciate it. I'm just glad I'm glad it went somewhat smoothly. I know we had the one miss, the block there, that last one, but yeah, I'm just glad I didn't like screw up Cairo's like PAT average or anything like that. Like that's all I was worried about for him. You know,
that's what happens. I mean, it happens. You did an awesome job, man. Congrats.
I appreciate it. Yeah. So I maybe we'll have to have you out. I maybe in the off season I'll come work with you and we can get some things going.
No. So. You never have to do this again. If you do it once, you never have to do it. Real quick story. I talked to Greg Olson today because he was the backup long snapper when he first came into the league when I was there.
Yep.
There were a couple times that Dave Tobe made him take snaps in the preseason games. Mm-hmm. And he's like, dude, I hated doing that. I'm like, you never took one in the regular season? He's like, no. And he just wanted to say credit to you, man. Job well done.
All right. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Pat, before you go, can we see that shirt? I don't know with the camera.
Oh, yeah. Well, now there's somebody else in this can wear this, right? Can we back up? I don't know.
He's got the autofocus camera, so he's got the obvious shirt that says only long snappers can read this. It's upside down.
There we go.
Yeah. That's good stuff.
We got to get you one.
Yeah, I need it. I'll rep it. I'll rep it.
Yeah,
I love it.
Sounds good, man.
I love it.
Patrick
Congrats on a
Mannelly.
great year, by the way. Keep it going.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Pat. Thanks for coming on. We appreciate it. I appreciate the breakdown. I appreciate the honest breakdown too. You didn't sugarcoat it. That was good stuff.
No, man. You can't.
I love it. Yeah. That was good stuff. Well, I appreciate all your support and hopefully we'll keep this thing rolling as the season goes. But it was fun. It was fun for one day, but hopefully never again for me.
Never again. You're done, man. You're done. You nailed that test.
Awesome. Appreciate you, Pat.
Thanks, Pat. Appreciate you coming on.
Yep.